Yeah.
It's Almighty, and we back with another one. It's no jumper, you know what I'm saying? And I got a real exciting guest today, for real, man. It's really a Bay Area staple, you feel me? I'm a LA, California, so you know what I'm gonna do. Bring California through this month.
Solid.
For real. This man, tell the people who you is, bro.
Oh, you know, C Legal for the people. You know what I'm saying? The legal man, aka the handsome genius man. Before I even start anything, I gotta shout out you for even reaching out and doing this, because I'm seeing your elevation and how you improving as a media personality and getting people on, using your platform, your opportunity to shine light on other people. I get with that. That's saucy, and I appreciate you. True story.
Appreciate that. For real. Hell yeah, man. Yeah, so before we get right into it, bro, tell the people what you do exactly.
Oh,
for
man.
the people who don't know.
I'm a philanthropist. I'm a host. Some people call me an influencer. Some people call me, a media personality. I do a variety of different things. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you follow at the C Lee brand just to get more in tune. And I just do a variety of different things. I'm just finding my way in this music industry. I'm very new to it, and I'm just having a little bit of success, in this game, and I'm having some fun with it. So yeah, for sure.
No, that's a fact. We've been doing your thing for a while, bro. I want to start from the beginning for you, since a lot of people are gonna be watching this and they're not gonna be exactly familiar with you.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So let's start with your early life.
I'm from San Francisco, California, Hunters Point to be exact. You know what I'm saying? Section 8. I come from when WIC vouchers and food stamps when they was in the packet, and you had to rip them out. You know what I'm saying? So I come from that, and due to gentrification, me and myself and others, we got kicked out of San Francisco, and we had to get pushed out to the Antiochs, the Fairfields, the Haywards, and all that. So that's the story of a lot of people in the Bay. We from the hood, we from the cities or the Oaklands or, or the Richmonds, and then due to gentrification, they destroying the neighborhood for the making room for the techies. We had to relocate, you know what I'm saying? So I'm from Hunters Point, but I like to say by way of Antioch, California, because that's another place that I got a lot of love for too. Shout out to Antioch.
How was that for you, transitioning from the hood of the hood, and then you go to Antioch? Was it like a different demographic? Like, explain that for the people how that was.
You're good, because people don't ask that question, and people don't know the depression you go through. When you from the projects and you used to live in a certain way, now you go to the suburbs and you see people that look like you. They driving cars. They got what's
that
the
you
car?
Ain't never seen before.
Yeah, they got Chargers, and they got what's the station wagon looking car?
G-Wagons.
No. It looked like a station wagon, but it's a Dodge. A Magnum. You know what I'm saying? Niggas was driving Dodge Magnums. You know what I'm saying?
When Chrysler 300s was the shit.
Exactly. That shit'll throw you into depression. Like, damn, I'm broke. I'm broke as and all these niggas is having money. I'm used to everybody being broke. You know what I'm saying?
We all on the same level.
So now you go to the suburbs and all these niggas got money now. Now you like just trying to find your way. So now you trying to overcompensate with some tough. I ain't got no money, but I'm really from the hood.
Be tough as fuck.
Yeah, suck ass. Mind you, I ain't never been a street day in my life. I can live my truth. Everybody know I call myself the world's greatest square. But to overcompensate for being broke, I was trying to be tough. Luckily, God was merciful and I got through that. But
that got you into trouble younger?
Yeah. I tried to do my little weed selling thing because I was trying to keep up. Like, these got so much money. Look, they don't know nothing about the weed game out here. I'm in the 9th grade.
Let me do my thing.
I'm trying to sell weed. Dumb as a box of rocks. Got all the weed in my pocket in class. Let me tell you, I get caught because we used to have hyphy trains back in the day, meaning it would be a bunch of cars going from house to house, party to party, because the parties would get shot up because of fighting or shooting. We in the car, all underage, 2 females in the front. She got an open bottle of Hennessy in her lap. We the ones that get stopped in a hyphy train on the way to the next party. My dumb ass got the weed right in my pocket.
Not in the sock,
not in
off,
nothing.
Because you don't really know no better.
I don't know nothing. Cop. Oh, wow. Oh, you're a big guy. Luckily, God was merciful. All they did was take my weed, call my mama. My mama was bawling, crying. I ain't sold weed since then. My mama was hurt. Like, man, I work so hard for you. I do this. I'm trying to get you away from that. I don't want you in that. My mama was bawling. And seeing my mama hurt like that, I said, yeah, let me embrace my square shit. I don't want to do this.
Speaking of moms, you grew up with both parents? Or how was that?
Yeah, I grew up with my mama, and me and my dad, we always had a distant relationship. He cool, though. I don't want to bash that. But he cool, you know what I'm saying? He did the best that he could, but we was never super extra close like that. But my mama really took on the brink of a majority of the work, for sure. Shout out to my mama.
Okay. She never remarried or nothing like that?
Oh, yeah. She been with my step pops for like a soft 20-30, but they got a hood relationship. You know what I'm saying? You know how them be. They be on.
Did you ever get close with him?
Nah, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just keep it real. He cool because that's my mama husband now. But shout out to bro. It's love.
How was it having a man in your house that's not your pops? I never experienced that. Luckily,
because I with you, I'm gonna keep it real. it affected me in certain ways to the point where I don't know if I can be a step parent because the reality of it is a child is always going to be looked at like you not my father
for a little bit,
and then the parent is always going to look like you ain't my child, and it could create a divide in the household a little bit that could be a little bit unhealthy. Luckily, my mama did a great job in keeping the peace as best as she could, but it kind of affected me to where it's like and it's okay. Everybody's not built to be a step parent. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot. It's a lot of nuances within that that you got to take on. And, I don't know if I can. I'm not going to say I can't, but I don't know because it's just a lot.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
I got an opinion on that. Like, I just feel like it's real difficult because you could build a whole relationship with this lady, her kid, and then once she want to go her separate ways, you damn near got to sever that relationship with that kid.
Absolutely.
And you asked out.
And then, like, when it comes to, like, little subtle changes, like, you a man, so you might see something in this kid that the woman don't see or that the father don't see. Like,
ain't disciplined correctly.
Yeah, exactly. Like, nah, this kid is not an athlete. We need to take him out of sports, but his daddy might want him to play sports. Or, nah, this kid probably needs to be in a public school because this private school is making him too soft. But his daddy and the mama might be like, nah, I want this kid in the private school. And you just there, just can't say nothing.
Fuck up.
And I can't do that.
But they expect you to be the daddy when he not there.
Exactly. And I can't do that.
Nah, that's tricky.
That's out. I can't do it. That's super out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's tricky as a motherfucker.
That's why, it's not for everybody. You know what I'm saying? And I learned that coming up in that. So, it's a learning lesson, don't it?
What age was that when she remarried? How old was you?
She got with my step pops. I was probably like 5.
Young.
But
okay.
they, again, they
but
got...
Ghetto,
it was a hood relationship, it on and off, and you know what I'm saying. They always kept their own separate residence, so it was that kind of thing. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy shit growing up.
Yeah, okay. it was some hood shit. My mama, my mama from the hood, a beautiful woman, and my step pops from the real hood. So you know what I'm saying.
You the only child?
Nah. I got an older sister and a younger brother on my mom's side, and I got an older sister and a younger sister on my pop's side.
Did they grow up in a house with you? Like, which ones did you like grow up with?
My older sister grew up in the house with me, for sure. It was a majority us. Then my little brother, he came way later, So you was like the baby for the family? Yeah. I was the little rebel.
Okay.
For sure.
So once you get into you growing up, early school, when did you start getting into, did you ever have a thought I want to do media or I want to do music? What did you want to be before you do this? What led you into this?
I used to do clothing. I used to have my own clothing shop, and we called it the Sealy HQ. And in that shop, we would just have real conversations about a lot of different things. You know what I'm saying? We would just used to talk, and it started to become somewhat like a kick it spot. Once I shut that down, Instagram Live popped off. So 2017, when they first introduced Instagram Live, I'm working security, just going live, talking shit. 2018, when they entered the feature when you can add somebody and talk to them, then, you know what I'm saying, I'm talking to people now, we got a full-blown show. So that's how that happened, you know what I'm saying, coming from my clothing brand and then just going live, and then it kind of just started building from there. And it got big.
So it started from you having a working job type shit?
I was working security. I was working security. Shout out to all the security guards, because you got to do something to get yourself through that graveyard shift, because that shit be boring. You be cold. You might have a site. It might got rats. I used to work at a marijuana grow house. Tried to rob that one night. You know what I'm saying?
What happened with that?
3 came. Luckily, I don't know. It was just God. God was merciful. I'm like, hey, bro, I'm in here. Now it's bad. So they just left. You know what I'm saying? When could have just kicked the door in, it could have got ugly. But working at that grow house, you got to find a way to stay up, because you don't want to go to sleep at that grow house, because come kick that door smooth in. They gonna get thinking at the grow house, it's 100 pounds in here. Nigga, I'm coming to grab everything, and I'm not gonna let nobody stop me. Yeah, and I definitely wasn't stopping niggas. I'm gonna just keep it real.
Hell,
you know what I'm saying? I definitely wasn't. Yeah, you had this shit.
You had any jobs before you started doing the security?
Hell nah.
That was your first one?
Pretty much. I had jobs like it. Nah, hold on. I remember I worked at Spirit Halloween, and that bitch ass tried to make me swing the sign at the corner. I put that. It was because at Spirit Halloween, you got to build the store. Because, it's not a year-round store. So you got to build it and paint it. Yeah. So then after we built it, can you go swing the sign? I quit. I said, nigga, crazy. I'm not swinging no sign at no corner.
Outside.
You know what I'm saying? That's out. You know what I'm saying? So I had that job, and I worked at CVS before, but that's pretty much it. Then I was working security for the brink of my young life.
So you do security, and then you're like, I'm about to do this Instagram show.
Exactly.
What? How that thought even come across?
But I'm gonna keep it real. When you hungry, and when I say hungry, you just thirsty for more, and you trying to just figure
you
it
had
out.
the clothing brand at this point already.
Yeah, I had the clothing.
So
I had the
let's
clothing
start
line
right
too.
there. What made you want to start into doing the clothing?
Yeah, I was just because I read a lot. Think and Grow Rich, Ego is the Enemy. I read Layla Ali autobiography, Malcolm X autobiography. When you reading hella much, it's like you want to start preaching. But I know black people too well.
Don't want to hear that shit.
You can't preach at black people too much. You know what I'm saying? So what I did was start the messages I would get from these books. I would put them on T-shirts. One of my
like a
biggest
quote.
ones. Yeah, one of my biggest ones was "He who has the gold makes the rules." I did that 2010 or some shit like that, and that got big. Jadakiss wore my shit at a Carmelo Anthony shoe release. Matt Barnes wore my shit, and I started just moving units all across the country. I was going crazy. So it all started from reading books.
What was the Bay like in 2010, bro?
The Bay was
Shit was different now.
Yeah, the Bay. That's when I think Sue and them was coming up around, and it was party time. When HBK was coming, it was party time, and I beat the up. That's when around that time that was going up. So the Bay was turned up, and Pink Dolphin was going crazy. Don't remember Pink Dolphin. That's when Young L and Cena and them had Pink Dolphin going crazy, and I'm out here trying to
Pink
function.
Dolphin.
Yeah. It used to be on the Pink Dolphin. That used to be like the go-to shit.
Facts.
So the Bay, it was around that time. The Bay was fired up. It was party. It was all party. It wasn't no Steph Curry with the 30 shit around that time.
Yeah, because like
it was
I
all
want to
party.
ask you that too. Like being a little older and being in front of the band, being able to see the different phases of it. Like, what do you feel like made the Bay change, and like when and how? Like, you know what I'm saying?
I just learned the music industry is forever evolving. You know what I'm saying? Because before that, we had hyphy music. Before that, we had mob music, you know what I'm saying, in the Bay. So it was just like, it's just forever changing. Like, okay, it might be a young, like, look, I ain't no party ass. I'm out here really taking losses. So this is how I'm feeling. I'm not on this dance party shit. And I think that's just how it came. I can't even explain to you exactly how it changed. It just changed. It went from mob, hyphy, HBK party.
Explain
back
mob
to the
music for
street.
people who don't know.
Mob music is Jack, Jay Style, and you know what I'm saying? It's just it's that slap. You know what I'm saying? It's just that boom, boom. Like that's when you got them 415s in your shit,
And that shit
pounding. You know what I'm saying? That's that mob music. And yeah, man. And I just think, man, the Bay is just forever evolving because we such a multicultural place. It ain't just one thing. It's some that party and dance and might do, you know what I'm saying, all the dancing type shit and, you know, the turfing. But then you got some that's really out there living like that. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of Bay artists don't really be lying like that. And they, you know, you got some liars, but a lot of be really living like that. You know what I'm saying? And I think niggas start telling their authentic stories, you know what I'm saying? And it got back to where it's at now.
You was a party type in them mob days?
Nah, I was hustling. I was too broke. I'm gonna keep it real. I was working and running my t-shirt company. I'm gonna keep it real. That's one thing I regret about my younger years is not partying enough. I did some shit, but I wasn't going to like All-Star Weekend and was going to
You was missing out on shit.
I was missing out on shit because I was broke and I was so young. Like I was on my own at 18. 4 months after I graduated high school, I was in my own place. Like I was living with my sister for a minute. Then after that, I was in my own shit, living on my own. You know what I'm saying? So when you got your own shit and you're responsible for everything so young, you got to make some sacrifice. So I did some partying, but I never was a hard party. I always was hustling all the time.
And I feel like a lot of young do that, or they'll feel like I got so much time, and then they'll end up starting hella late. Life then blew over.
Absolutely.
30, been partying his whole life kind of shit. But nigga, speaking, you said you went from Hunters Point to Antioch. Like, I know me being an LA nigga, I heard of Antioch and I'm familiar of it, but like the shit that I heard from Antioch was like, it's kind of like our Lancaster, where LA, thugged out, move here. It's suburban at one point, but now it's like, it's crazy.
Exactly what it is.
Can you explain how that happened? Was you there for that?
Antioch went from a middle-class suburb to one of the most dangerous places to go because you have San Francisco, Richmond, Oakland, and Vallejo all coming to one spot. All these people that have been gentrified and kicked out their neighborhoods are now all in one spot. You know what I'm saying? And you got that, you know, use dope, sell dope, because that shoot, because that fight, all coming to one spot, all, you know what I'm saying, on some macho, egotistical, arrogant shit. then it got really, it changed immediately to the point now the kids that was raised in Antioch are now becoming even worse than the people coming here because they are trying to match their energy and be even tougher. That was one of the craziest changes I seen real suburban kids born and raised in the suburbs get so influenced by these street that they became worse than the street niggas. I'm so active, like I'm tough too. I'm tough too.
Right.
My daddy from Oakland
like a
overcompensating, going to the extreme lengths to show they tough. And so that's what Antioch was, man. It changed overnight. It changed quick. It was a middle class suburb that we used to look at like, oh, better life, to this the hood now.
That's crazy as hell, man. Cause now I definitely hear that Antioch is super dangerous.
Yeah. Some people gonna say it's not, but they know. You know what I'm saying? They know they don't play like that. You'll get grabbed.
Okay. So you do the security. You start doing your clothing line. So what happened with the clothing line?
The clothing line, that shit is expensive. And in clothing, if you don't like, after you get so popular doing screen print, if you don't like evolve and do cut and sew, they gonna stop with you, because I love my people, but sometimes we can be very tough on each other. You know what I'm saying? If it don't,
you've been doing silk screens and now they want you to embroider.
Exactly. Something. And mind you, okay, if I do this gonna be quadruple the price. Is you willing to pay that?
Right.
Nah, I'm used to buying the $40 crew neck and the $20 tee. You know what I'm saying? So it's like if it start getting too expensive, and then another thing we do once it get too popular. Everybody got it. I don't want that shit no more. So my shit got so big and I was just so over everywhere, and you couldn't go out the house without seeing my shit. It's like, okay, it got so big. I don't want what everybody got no more. And then everybody else got brands now. The people I used to sell to starting their own brands now. And it's like everybody got a brand now. So it's like, okay, I'm spending way too much money. I'm still doing cool, but this is costing me too much money now, because now I got the overhead for this shop and I got to pay the overhead for the store now. Yeah, I got a store. So I got this store, plus I got to buy this merch. This shit is costing too much now. I gotta slow down and dial back, and that's when I had to go back to security, because I stopped working security for a minute because my clothing line was doing so good.
So you have to go back to square one. Essentially,
I fell off a few times, and that was a depressed. Falling off is terrible. One of the worst feelings ever is when you have some money and you don't got it no more. That shit, because then
it's different when you ain't never had it. You don't know no better. You get it,
man. I'm working at Enterprise Rent-A-Car and I'm doing security, so I'm hustling, just trying to get my funds back. I'm picking old customers up who used to buy my merch at Enterprise. Now they're like, "Oh, what's up, C. Lee?" Like, and people I went to high school with. Yeah, f your pride up. Like, damn. You know what I'm saying? I really didn't fell off. Like, that's why I'm constantly, thanking God in interviews and online, just because he was very merciful to my dumb ass. Because I was ignorant, I was arrogant, I was egotistical, I was popping my shit like I was that thing, and I had to sit my ass down when I lost everything. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just blessed that I was able to shake back even harder in this media space. But it was, I didn't fell off. I didn't fell on my ass a few times.
Yeah, you got to. You feel me? You got to figure it out. If you don't fall, you ain't gonna know how to walk.
You didn't shook back too. Don't make it seem like it's just me.
That's a fact.
You didn't get some shaking back. I remember y'all was throwing eggs at doing all type of wild shit. And now you got like 3-4 shows, you know what I'm saying? Plus the music, and like, you didn't did some shaking back. That's why I with you different, because you really work.
Hell yeah, because it's hard when I ain't gonna lie, I was hella scared to transition out of anything except rap, because when you're successful at something and one thing, you're like, I just want to do this because I'm scared to fill out something else because I ain't feel at this. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I was hella hesitant to transition out that shit, but I ain't gonna lie, Adam encouraged me. A lot of people here encouraged me and was like, you could do good in that shit. So I just end up, maneuvering out that shit for real.
So you still rap, right?
Yeah.
Now, but what do you prioritize now, rap or media?
It's hard. It's hard as hell to do both. I feel like for the first year of me being here, I wanted to just get better at this because it was new for me. You know what I'm saying? So like, I wasn't too mad at falling back on music a little bit, because I'm like, this is new. I need to learn this. I need to pick up the most I can. You know what I'm saying? So I had to focus on this so I could get better at it. I didn't come into this shit like I know everything. I got this shit. And I was asking, like, even still to this day, like I'll ask Mikey or I ask somebody like, could you watch this interview? Like, tell me what I could do better. Tell me what I could do here. So I felt like I had to focus for a year just on this shit,
Yeah.
But I still do both, but it's hard, bro. It's hard to manage both.
One of the things I like about you is because I ain't trying to be on no messy shit, but when you and bro fell out, a lot of people kind of took his side to a certain degree.
A fact.
And you had to fight back. That's hard to fight back when the whole world pick a side. You know what I'm saying?
You talking that shit. See,
you had to fight back, and it's like now you kind of thriving.
Yeah.
How was that? Like, did you go through depression? What did you feel like?
I'm not even gonna lie. Like, when me and bro separated, man, like you said, everybody picked a side. And a good 90% went his way. You feel me? Because when people, I felt like, man, niggas don't see like, bro, I'm the ticket. Like, that's how I felt. Like, you know what I'm saying? At that point, I'm feeling like, nigga, these niggas don't got faith in me or nothing, then it make you start doubting yourself.
Yeah.
You feel me? Because everybody picking another nigga side. You get to thinking like, damn, like, I must not be that, you know?
Yeah.
So for a minute, I was just like, damn, like, nigga. Because for a minute, I felt like people felt like he was Batman and I was Robin. And then I felt like once I started evolving, I always use this analogy, once I started evolving into like Nightwing, nigga, Batman started feeling some type of way. It was like, nigga, you need to go ahead and, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I explained it. Cause it was like, nigga, I damn near got pushed out to have to do my own thing.
Definitely.
And I definitely was like, nigga, fuck, what do I do? But nigga just had to wake up one day like, nigga, you got this, bro. And I just start dropping. That's really when I got a lot of my own hits. I started doing Where Your Safe At, Get Worked, Famous, like all kind of shit by myself. And it starts slowly picking up. And I'm like, all right, nigga, I got this type shit, you know? But I definitely went through a state where like, damn, nigga, like I'm fucked up. A lot of people I was hanging out with every day, they not fucking with me no more. Cause it's like, nigga, a lot of our friends was mutual. So niggas took sides fast. Hell yeah, the rap niggas here start taking sides. Hell yeah, cause all this shit fake. A nigga will take the sides of where they feel like the views is gonna be, or where they feel like the popularity is at, and a nigga might actually fuck with you, but it's like, nigga, I know if I do a song with this nigga,
it's gonna be a problem.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. So when did you know I'm back now? When did you have that moment like, yeah, nigga, I'm back, nigga, it's up now?
I really want to say Where Your Safe At, cause that was some shit where nigga Lil Yachty reached out to me to get on the remix to that motherfucker. He on it. The Where Your Safe At remix got Lil Yachty on that motherfucker. That's when I knew I'm like, nigga, I'm back. Nigga, I'm back. No cap. Like, you feel me? It was like that moment. I'm chilling one day, nigga, and everybody sending it to me. He riding around on Instagram playing that shit. Nigga send it to me like, nigga, Lil Yachty playing your shit. Lil Yachty playing your shit. So I tag him like, nigga, this viral. Lil Yachty riding around playing my shit. He DM me immediately. Email me this motherfucker. I'm finna hop on it. I sent him that shit. By that night, I had the verse back.
Oh, that's hard.
It's crazy.
That's hard.
Crazy.
That's hard. That's hard. So now, like, do you still got a chip on your shoulder? Because I be having a chip on my shoulder sometimes. Like, that's why I work relentlessly.
I feel like that I got a chip on my shoulder, but it's not like arrogance. It's more so like, nigga, I know what I'm capable of, and I'm gonna keep going until a motherfucker see.
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, it pushed me harder. Once everybody changed up a little bit and switched their sides, I was like, all right, I gotta switch it up, and I'm gonna go hard as possible so niggas realize, you know what I'm saying, that I'm my own entity and I can hold my own.
That's real.
You know?
That's real. I go hard just because I know, nigga, you can fall off.
Facts.
Nobody's like prohibited or nobody's exempt from falling off.
Yeah.
Anybody never think you so high up that you can't fall off. This shit can be over.
My first year, I ain't gonna lie, my first year when me and him was rapping together, you couldn't tell me nothing. I didn't want to do nothing with nobody. Nigga, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I remember when SOB came out. My producer showed me, Louis You Nasty, a nigga who do cam work. Louis is viral now, you feel me? He shoot for DDG, all kind of shit. It used to be me, Snow, Louis, all riding around together, coming up, you feel me? And I remember he pulled out SOB on his phone one day, showed me me and Snow got our nose up looking at that shit like, man, that shit cool, but you feel me? We got our nose up around this motherfucker. At that time, nigga, we're it here.
Yeah.
You feel me? And they fairly knew at that time. So we here, nigga, got our nose up like a motherfucker. Same, I ain't even gonna lie. Same thing for Shoreline when we first heard him. We had our nose up to all kind of shit, bro. All kind of shit. Like, niggas can act now. I'll tell the truth. We had our nose up to everything.
Like, we better than these niggas. We the shit.
We the shit. But that's rap being competitive, but we he rubbed off to me to the point where it's like, all right, I'm not gonna reach out to nobody. I'm not gonna network, and I had to learn, nigga, treat people on your way up how you want to be treated on your way down, nigga. Because when you up and you don't fuck with people,
that's a fact.
Oh, when you're on their way down, they're going to skip right over you,
Exactly.
skip right over you, and shit on you on their way up.
And in this game, it's a roller coaster, my nigga. It's a roller coaster. It ain't always up. Don't let nobody lie to you. Even when you do shows, every one ain't gonna be 1 million views. You might have 10,000, 20,000, but you don't. Then the next one might be 500,000. But it's a roller coaster in this shit. It ain't always up and up.
And that's what I thought. Tough. Like, nigga, it's this up. It's never going down, nigga. It's up. So you feel me? And then once it get to getting a little, you like, ooh, shit. Like, you know?
Absolutely.
And it make you definitely like put that hard work into that shit, bro.
Absolutely. That's real shit.
So once you do the security shit, when you venture out the t-shirt shit, you go back to security shit, you start back from square one. What's your thoughts? Like, what's next? What I'm gonna do? Like, where you want to go with it from here?
Nigga, I was so lost. That's a depression I don't want nobody to feel. That's why I encourage everybody to work hard. And I just want to, shout out to my nigga Remedy, because Remedy put a call in, because I'm going live. My live is picking up now. We having topics and we talking about, we going live 3 hours a night. First hour, we talking about a current event. Second hour, we talking about relationships or maybe some street shit. Third hour, late night live, we talking about sex. I'm doing this 5 nights a week, sometimes 6 nights a week. We going live. Now my shit jumping.
You organized like you got a network already.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Live.
Exactly.
Like, what make you want to do all this? Like, nigga, you don't usually hear this from motherfuckers.
Yeah,
like,
man.
I'm on Instagram Live running it like a business every day.
Exactly. I'm running that shit like a business while I'm working security every single night. Now my shit popping. We doing speed dating. We doing all type of shit on this show. And now I'm like hood famous.
And this your personal Instagram that you doing?
This was my personal. I got to do it on the backup page now. I'll tell you why later. But now I'm hood famous. The whole hood, Richmond, Vallejo, Oakland, everybody know about Sealy Live. This is where we come. Niggas is knocking bitches in there. You know what I'm saying? Females is, throwing shade at their baby daddy if they want to get a message across. I am the go-to place for the latest news.
How do
you know
that
what I'm
feel?
saying?
Going from just, I'm just regular, I'm doing my thing, I might be popular here and there, to, nigga, you wake up one day and now the niggas know you.
Nigga, I'm gonna keep it real. It's a great feeling, but I learned a lot about men at that time. What I mean is, once a nigga bitch watching you 5 nights a week, he is gonna have a problem with you. He's gonna create a problem. Soon as a nigga baby mama or his high school little project princess that he in love with, she laughing at your jokes, she watching your show, she reposting your shit. All of a sudden, now you are going to have a million problems with a bunch of niggas you ain't never met.
Seen.
I ain't stole nothing from you. I ain't disrespect. I ain't did nothing. I ain't even said nothing about you because I don't know you. Anything that said, she said. I don't know you, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But that taught me like, oh, this is something.
Yeah.
When you triggering emotions and you getting people in their emotions, oh, we got something here. That's when I knew, oh, we got something here. These niggas is really in their feelings behind this shit. This is serious. You know what I'm saying? So we just going live. We going live. Remedy, who's my nigga, because Remedy, he came in my clothing store and got some merch.
Okay.
So we built a relationship and I'm following him around because he's a rapper, he producer. Remedy is literally one of the most innovative, impactful people in Bay Area history. He shot videos at a high level. Draco last song, Hun Diddy Bop Bop, that he released when he was alive, is on Remedy beat.
That's
you know what
fire.
I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
Remedy
that's history right there for sure.
Yeah, Remedy is one of them kind of niggas. You know what I'm saying? So Remedy put the call in to Thizzler, like, look, y'all need him. He going crazy right now. Y'all need to bring him in. And when I came to Thizzler, I was going to do a hood to hood type show like everybody doing on YouTube now.
What year is this?
This was 2018.
Okay.
This was
So you was
2019. 2019. It was 2019. So it was like 2018, 2019, one of them years. But there's like, we don't got the budget for it. Can you come in here and help us edit videos? Whoop-de-whoop-whoop. I go in there and edit videos. One day they're like, look, we got these ciphers dropping and we want to talk about the ciphers like you do on your show, talk show, but we want to talk about rap shit. I did that. Shit went up. You know what I'm saying? And we've been going live literally ever since 2019.
They had you in the office editing and shit?
Bro, that shit was terrible, but I had to do it because I had to you know what I'm saying, work my way.
You got to do your thing. Beggars can't be choosers.
Exactly. And you have to work your way up. And I learned that from falling off. Don't be too big for nothing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Work your way up.
You miss your opportunity just
you
like
miss
that.
your opportunity thinking, nah, I ain't editing shit. Nigga, I'm that nigga.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And we got that bad back home where, nigga, I'm that nigga. Nigga, I'm not finna edit shit. Nigga, I'm lit. I got my own shit that's lit. I went in there, edit, whoop, whoop. They fuck with me. And we've been doing great business ever since. But again, every interview I shout out my nigga Remedy because his game from, managing him and helping him with his brand and his resources, making that phone call literally changed my life. And I was taught you always pay homage to a nigga if you reaping the benefits of his game or his resources. You pay homage forever until, as long as you reaping the benefits of that. So I always credit my nigga Rem because he did that. And niggas don't do that, put that call in like that.
That's a fact. Nah, that's
You know what I'm saying?
love. So you get in with Thizzler, you start doing the editing and shit, then you start getting into what you doing, rap now strictly?
No, first we started with topics. We was talking about rap topics, but you can only talk about so many rap topics on the show. So one day I'm like, look, I'm tired of talking about this topic shit. We had a whole show lined up. Thizzler pissed off because in true C-Lee form, I said, nah, we finna do something else. I called an audible right 2 minutes before the show started. You know what I'm saying? And the shit went up. So they mad, but they like, damn, this went up even higher than the talk shows. This shit is even bigger than that. Since that day forward, we've been doing 3 shows a week now. You know what I'm saying? Because it worked. You know what I'm saying? And we've been doing showcases and we've been benefiting a lot of artists, being a blessing to a lot of artists. One of them is Lil Booger, who I got in studio now, who we gonna hear from a little later. But
shouts out to bro.
You know what I'm saying? Just being a blessing. So shout out to Thizzler because together we've helped a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't like to get their credit, but that's not manly. I believe in always giving people they homage and credit for being a blessing to you in your time of need. And Thizzler was a blessing to me in my time of need and a lot of different people in their time of need. So shout out to Thizzler for that because that was solid.
Nah, that's love, nigga. What's some of the artists that you discovered through that shit early on?
Oh man, Barbie will tell you Mazy discovered her from that live show.
Action Pack Barbie?
Action Pack Barbie.
Okay. I want to get her up here, bro.
Yeah, I'll tell her. I'm gonna tell her for sure because Barbie.
I feel like her story is crazy.
What?
I've been trying to get her up here for a minute.
Yeah, Barbie's story is solid. She is one of the most solid females you ever gonna meet. But that's one. Booger's another. Lil Cito went super.
I want to talk about that.
This nigga Lil Cito joined the live. Fucked up the first time was, you know what I'm saying? I kept getting the nigga back on, kept going crazy. Next thing you know, this nigga opening up for YG. He got, you know what I'm saying, features with Blueface and Krishan and all this shit in his video. This nigga just went crazy because he went live, cypher, viral, tour. Nigga got his teeth fixed. That nigga came up. It's so many producers have been broken. Like unknown producers are getting Lil Bean placements and Lil Yee placements. Like these big artists who stream heavy from that live show. You know what I'm saying?
So he got on there one time and he went viral, Cito? Like,
no, Cito got on
explain
hella
how
times.
that shit happened. Like,
Cito got on the show hella times. His first time he just fucked up and was nervous. But Cito fought back like, I'm dope. You know what I'm saying? So Cito kept getting on and on. Yeah, he was hella scared. He logged himself out. Then he just kept getting on and on. And he was going crazy and everybody seen it. I seen it and Thizzler seen it like, he going kind of crazy. So they invited him to the cypher and
that shit blew out the water.
You just an internet shooter. It just went crazy. You know what I'm saying? And you know, that show has been a blessing to many. That show has been a blessing to many
That show
people.
your ear, bro.
I credit it to my audience too. We do it together. I don't ever want to make it seem like it's just me because the people gonna tell you in the comment section this week.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? Or the people gonna tell you, oh, this hard. This some shit right here. So
speaking of that, do you feel like do you get hate for your opinions to telling niggas that they trash?
All
like,
the
you know what I'm saying? Like, man, tell us about that a little bit. Because you one of the only motherfuckers who would tell them on live. And I fuck with you, too, because you done invited me on that motherfucker to judge a couple times.
Absolutely,
and you
absolutely.
Immediately be like, bro, cut that shit out. Like, how it feel to be one of those? Can you pass me a lighter, Donnie? How it feel to be one of those, bro?
I think, honestly, rappers are emotional. And most people who make music are very emotional, but when you in your emotions, you're not necessarily using logic. Logically speaking, you are creating a product for a consumer, and a consumer may or may not like the product. You can't ask somebody, you want somebody to create a TikTok dance, you want somebody to like, share, repost, you want somebody to buy your merch, come to the show, but they can't say, hey, I don't like this is weak.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
They have to.
Sometimes,
they have to be able to.
And the reality, and here's the fucked up part about a rapper. They'll create something 2-3 days later or a week later, like, damn, this is weak.
I don't even like it.
This shit is weak. Nigga, I told you it was weak when you first played it to me. You know what I'm saying? Why you not? Now you see it's weak. Now we agree. Now it's like, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah
it's hard to not take your art personal. Being a rapper, I got one.
You know what I'm saying?
It's hard. Oh, shit, I'm retarded. It's hard to not take your art personal, you know?
Absolutely. But you know, it's part of the game.
So you ever got hate mail from that shit or niggas talking crazy or no shit like that?
God has been merciful because when I go out in public, it be all love. Because a lot of niggas,
I think it's your vibe though.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. A lot of niggas be feeling that way.
You pressing C-Lee, bro. He positive as a motherfucker. You feel me? Like you a weirdo if you trying to press C-Lee.
Exactly. Bro. I try to keep it cool and move accordingly. But it be all love when I go outside. And a lot of niggas be agreeing with me though. A lot of niggas be want to say what I want to say. Hey, just don't be afraid to say it because in the Bay, you know what I'm saying. Criticism come with something. You know what I'm saying? Just like in LA, you criticize the wrong nigga, it's gonna be a problem. You know. I'm saying it's gonna be a problem, but somebody got to tell the truth. You know what I'm saying? Somebody got to tell the truth because everybody not dope.
That's a fact, bro. Speaking of the Bay, bro, I want to ask you, because being a LA nigga, we always feel like, and we always hear this, the Bay help the Bay support the Bay do you feel like that's the truth? Like, do you feel like the Bay really support the Bay, or you feel like that's a myth? Because we always hear, man, the Bay niggas be supporting each other. LA niggas always feel like it's crabs in the barrel and Bay Area niggas support each other. How you feel about that?
I think every section in the world say that, because even if you go to Atlanta, we always say Atlanta. We
sure do.
We think Atlanta support each other, but in Atlanta, them niggas be like, nah, it ain't that, nigga. We don't support it. Niggas don't be supporting. Niggas be hating. But as far as specifically the Bay, that's a tough question because the Bay gonna tell you, nah, niggas be hating. Niggas don't be putting niggas on.
But I feel like the Bay support the Bay. Look,
but
again, being here.
Shout out to Filthy, you know what I'm saying? Filthy use his platform to help a lot of niggas. Filthy, you know what I'm saying? Filthy
signing niggas, doing all kind of
Filthy
shit.
Gonna sign you. If you dope enough, Filthy gonna get on that song with you and use his platform to help you grow. So
that's a fact.
Yeah, niggas do. Fab gonna show you love. Who else is big? Most of the big wigs, 40 gonna get on a song with you. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, niggas support each other. I ain't gonna lie. Niggas do be supporting each other. Like, it could be better. It always could be better. It could be more resources, but niggas support each other. Also, shout out to the boy Dame. He worked with CMG. So, when a lot of like Future came to the Bay or Glorilla come to the Bay, he's gonna tell them all the Bay artists they need to have come out at their show. So the boy Dame, had when Future tapped in with him, he didn't had Lil Blood and Lil Yee and P-Lo and all these niggas come out at the Oakland Arena. So that's a big look to be performing at a Future show. Shout out to Lil Kayla too. They be bringing her out. So yeah, the Bay, we got a good support system. We do.
Okay. And speaking of the Bay, moving from Sacramento, San Francisco from a young age, how do you feel like San Francisco has changed? Like, you know what I'm saying?
It ain't
like,
no
what's
more
the
niggas.
differences?
They kicked all the niggas out. San Francisco black population is less than 5% right now. They eradicated niggas out of the city. It's sad going back home now. You know what I'm saying? They literally cleared niggas out. It ain't, you know what I'm saying? The black population is very, very low. They gentrified it. They got niggas up out of there. And it's sad because it's like, I'm from here and I can't even afford to buy a place at my own home. They want 3, 4, 5 million. You know what I'm saying? For something
crazy.
Shimmy, something like nothing. It's like, damn, I can't even afford to move back home if I wanted to. You know what I'm saying? I can't come back home without some type of government assistance or something. I can't even afford to go home. And that shit weak. But it's sad. I'm gonna keep it real, but shout out to SF Black Wall Street, because you got organizations like that trying to, bring it back. Also, shout out Safe and Just and all these organizations trying to bring it back. You know what I'm saying?
I was gonna ask you, like, how do you feel like that should affect San Francisco culture?
Yeah, they they kind of eradicated. They kind of eradicated to where it's like the next generation, there will be no black people from San Francisco.
You feel like
I'm one of the last generations that's gonna be able to say I'm from the city. You know what I'm saying? So after that, it's going a lot of Stockton, a lot of Antioch, a lot of Hayward, a lot of Fairfield, but these kids ain't being raised in the city no more. They clearing it out. True story.
So you feel like that's a big part of why, like, the Valley cities is starting to really, really crack? Because, like, being from the outside looking in, like, and correct me if I'm wrong, like, when we think of the Bay, we starting to think of all Valley niggas. Like, being from a LA nigga perspective, like,
what you mean by that?
We're not very like city specific when we think in the Bay. A lot of us don't even know, like, nigga, Sac is not the Bay, Stockton, none of that shit. When we think of Bay, we starting to think of the Valley, being an outside person looking in, like the rappers and in the scene. Even though the Bay got they shit, you know what I'm saying? From the outside looking in, the most popular acts, they don't be directly from the Bay. They starting to be from outside, like J-Bo. Niggas like J-Bo, like the EBK shit. Like, do you feel like that shit is taking over the Bay? Like, 'cause that's how it looks like from the outside.
Nah, just because if we just being honest, all of it is Bay influence. The sound, everything is Bay influence. And a lot of the EBK niggas, they parents is from, like, Jacques' parents from Oakland. You know what I'm saying? Like, so a lot of that shit is all inspired by the Bay. And they all fuck with the Bay. Like J-Bo, he got songs with Zay Bang and Yee and Bean, and he fuck with the Bay heavy. So one thing I like about and you know, DB just had his listening party in Oakland, and his manager is from the Bay. So essentially what I'm saying is a lot of those acts from Stockton and Sac still tap in with the Bay heavy, Bay producers, and it's still like a Bay sound.
They got all Bay.
You know what I'm saying?
Ancestry.
Even though it's not the same.
So that's why we feel like that, because it's all Bay derivative.
Exactly. It all comes from the Bay. The foundation is the Bay. Anybody saying it's not is lying. It's all foundation from the Bay.
Do you feel like moving to the suburbs changed you in any way?
Oh, it was a blessing. A lot of niggas, you know, try to make it seem like it's a terrible thing, but I'm gonna keep it real. When I was in the hood, we was thinking sports or street nigga. This is just my experience. This ain't everybody's experience, but I didn't know nothing about creating an app. I didn't know nothing about, you know, owning and operating a business. I didn't know nothing about stocks. I didn't know nothing about real estate, because we was just so in our own world that we was thinking, nigga, I'm trying to go pro, or nigga, who got pounds, nigga, you know what I'm saying? So niggas didn't really know that all like that. So when you was failing at sports, it was like, you would almost get angry, because it was like, fuck it, I gotta go to the streets then. So, but the suburbs, and just from a relationship standpoint in the hood, I didn't see hella married couples or couples and shit like that. Now I'm in the suburbs, 2-family homes, seeing this, seeing, you know, even though
families,
and weather changes. I'm from the city. It's always cold in the city. So you move into the suburbs now you can walk at the house in some shorts and, you know what I'm saying? Some and a shirt on and shit like that. You ain't always gonna.
The Bay get cold because right by that water.
Cold as fuck. It'd be cold as fuck in the city. So the weather changes. It changed you so much, and it exposed you to a totally different lifestyle. And now it's like, oh, it's a lot more to this life shit. I can own some real estate. I can start a business. I could, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gotta always be looking over my shoulder. It ain't always about
that shit's stressful. With who. That shit not normal.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That shit crazy. Like, speaking of that, I want to say something. I'm asking you real quick. Where are the normal people at in LA? Because in my opinion, LA got two types of people. You got the industry exec. I'm the fucking chief executive assistant for T Grizzly Chef, because you know they got to drop the name in there. And then you got the other type. You got overly banged out, overly Chris the Crip or On Bloods, Bartholomew, just overly banged out. Where are the normal people in LA? Like, just normal people.
Like that's actually to be honest, that's actually a really good question, bro. Because I think I say, like, I have a lot of those in my family, right? Like, I got niggas who gangbang tough in my family, and I got college graduates in my family too. But they still, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you know, like they'll still get with you, but they proper as hell, you know? So like, it's a mix, bro. I want to say it's kind of hard, because this is where gangbang culture, Crippin' blood start. So it's hard as hell. Because I tell you for real, when you go north of Wilshire, it's a whole different world. You're going to start running into these Jewish families walking around. You know what I'm saying? Like, it look regular. Hollywood, North Hollywood. But once you go south of that motherfucker,
it get tricky.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It get tricky. You know? So, like, that's honestly a real good question, but they around. They here. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got, suburban LA at SRBN, I think it is, an Instagram page that he run. He from the city, but he like the LA equivalent of you, kind of like real proper, but he's from the city. You know what I'm saying? Like,
is he a name dropper though? Because niggas got that bad out here.
Nah,
people move. So. That name dropping shit is terrible out here. Yeah, I know Almighty Assistant up at No Jumper.
The city of celebrities.
Yeah, man, them niggas be with that name dropping heavy. I'm not used to that. I'm not used to. You know, because in the Bay, we think we the shit.
I think what it is because since this is the place of popularity, like, you have to say something to make you popular, because it's like, you know, like how saying you're a rapper is kind of just watered down now because everybody do it. This is a place where everybody raps. So you got to be like, I rap with X, Y, and Z. And then people are like, oh. You know what I'm saying? Because you should just be like, oh, I do X, Y, and Z. Niggas be like, oh, that's cool. Because it's LA. Nothing impresses anybody.
That's why, it's one thing I fuck with you. I pay attention. You not a name dropper. I don't see you taking pictures with every popular rapper that come through.
All.
You ain't one of them niggas like, look, I'm with this rapper. Look, I'm with this rapper. You ain't that nigga.
Shit.
You ain't that nigga. You don't do that. I like that about you. You don't be doing that. And you could, because I'm sure everybody come through here.
Everybody come through here. That's a fact. I don't think I had any pictures with nobody that comes to
so
this.
So is that intentional, or you just really don't be fucking with niggas?
It's not that I don't fuck with niggas, but it's like, I gotta genuinely want to fuck with your shit. Like, it gotta be genuine. I'm not just gonna be like, just because I know you're famous, popular, put my arm around you and take a picture.
Exactly.
Like, I'm not that kind of nigga. Like, it gotta be like, I genuinely fuck with you. And then, even then, if like, it's some niggas who I interviewed, New York drill niggas, the sweepers. I really fuck with them niggas. I've been in studio sessions with them. Like, them my dogs. I never asked to get on a song. I'm not asking to take no picture, nothing. Like, I just genuinely fuck with niggas.
Real?
Because I know when another figure come in here, they automatically look at you as a fan when the first thing you say is, can I take a picture with a nigga? Like, I just want you to know I genuinely fuck with you. I'm not gonna ask for no picture.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel that.
Because I feel like it's the connotations that come with it. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Or the perception that come with it. You just ask for a picture and now a nigga automatically gonna put you in that fan lane for real. Just fuck with a nigga genuinely. And I'm not asking for a picture if I don't fuck with you.
I'm gonna keep it. Once you take a picture with a rapper, you can't even say you don't like a song no more. Oh, fan ass nigga wanted a picture, now my song. Woo, woo. Mm-hmm. You got to be careful how you move around rappers, because a nigga gonna use an angle, a narrative quick.
And I hate a nigga who take a picture with a motherfucker and be like, what this will sound like? You didn't even ask him about no song. You didn't ask him about no song, talking about what this gonna sound like. That's that shit.
You wanna know the fucked up part? That shit work. And what I mean by work, people who take pictures with rappers, fans love that shit. Fans be eating that shit up. Oh, you was such and such. Oh, you was such and such.
That's
so we know
bad.
the game. Yeah, we know the game. So we know we can manipulate the audience and do that. But my spirit, my energy, and my integrity won't allow me to. I can't.
I won't.
I can't do it.
Yeah. Nah, because I just feel like that's not real. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not genuine. So it's like, nah. And I appreciate that that you noticed that.
Yeah, I noticed that.
I definitely didn't even notice that. I'd be like, I just don't be on it. Like, I don't know. And then come through, I'd be like, what's up, bro? Nice to meet you. You know what I'm saying?
Keep it cool.
Keep it pushing.
This ain't no motherfucking fan club.
You feel me? Nah, no cap. Hey, bro, speaking of, I want to go back to the Instagram live shit. So when you start doing the rapper shit, what's some early memorable Thizzler moments, like some early ones, or just memorable Thizzler moments in general?
One was when my nigga Lil Booger went viral. We had what was her name, Booger? Kalani Rogers, fine ass on there. You know what I'm saying? She fine as a motherfucker. Just fine, just gangbanging with the titties too. Just fine as a motherfucker. So me intentionally, I'm like, I didn't know Booger was gonna spit this verse, but I'm like, okay, she got hella people in here. There's thousands of motherfuckers in here. Let me get my nigga Booger on to spit, because I know Booger gonna deliver. So when I got a big audience on, I gotta get somebody I know that's gonna deliver some hard shit. Booger gets on there and say, I put I put my thumb in her ass and put the tallywhacker.
He come with the freaky rap.
He come with the freakiest shit ever. I'm crying laughing. I'm not thinking of it. We do this show 3 nights a week. This shit goes so viral. I'm not even knowing. The shit goes so viral. He has to make a song and a video about it.
That's crazy.
It's at like 4 million on his page, like 3, 4, 5 million on other pages. It kept going viral over and over and over again. I said, what the fuck?
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it was crazy. And the nigga had to make a video about it and a song and the song streaming and this shit is crazy, you know what I'm saying? That shit was crazy.
What made you want to do the scissor shit?
You know, just when you live, you know how it is to be live. You fidgety.
Doing shit.
You just doing shit. So I've just had the scissors and now it's like my secret weapon. It's like my sword. You know what I'm saying? The scissors.
Facts. Because it looked like it was planned and hella intentional. Like how, nigga, a lot of people would think the scissors would be bad. But when you pull out scissors, that mean like, nigga, you going crazy.
Like, you going crazy. Like, nigga, nigga go crazy. Yeah, that shit, and it just works, man. I'm finna come with some scissors merch. I'm bullshitting, but I'm finna come with some scissors merch for sure.
That's gonna be crazy as hell, bro. No cap.
Definitely. Just working.
So once you start doing the Thizzler thing and then you start doing the freestyles, like when do you know, like bro, like this is like it's here, like this is what I'm doing,
nigga.
Like,
early on, I remember, nigga, and this is on YouTube when Mazy got on, nigga. We had Mazy get on. Mazy spit a freestyle. This is when Mazy was going crazy, like. Mazy Gets On. Early Mazy.
2016 Mazy.
You know what I'm
He the boy.
saying? Now, this is probably like 2020 or some shit like that. But Mazy was still going crazy
Cracking
around that
Mazy
time.
then, like,
Yeah.
this
he
is Mazy.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He get on there, spit a freestyle. Then I interview Burner. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, shit, this shit is kind of something.
Yeah, it's picking up.
This shit is something. Like, people are really fucking with this show. And then it's like everybody who's a somebody just kept coming through. They was either getting on or they was, you know what I'm saying? They was in the comments. So it was one or the other. Even G-Eazy got on one time and
That's
it
fire.
was thousands of motherfuckers in there. But since G-Eazy signed, he played some music and Instagram like, nah, nigga, this is
that
licensed
shit.
music. And they shut the show down. But I'm like, God damn, G-Eazy getting on this shit?
That's crazy.
And this was G-Eazy sold out tour G-Eazy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And he got on. G-Eazy, get on again too, nigga. We need that 10 million follower love, nigga. But yeah, everybody as a somebody came through, and I'm just, you know what I'm saying, that shit is a blessing that, you know, motherfuckers be tuning in, because if the audience see that and they like, shit, I want to show my talent to this person, I want to show my talent to Lil Yee, I want to show my talent to Mazy or Burner, or whoever may be in here. I want these people to see my talent, because that's why I love about the show, is helping these hungry artists, because there is not many platforms that's actually listening to these hungry artists. It's not
fact.
many. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't got, in this game, if you ain't got something to offer, it's fuck you.
That's a
if
fact.
you're not coming with something in hand, it either got to be some money or an audience. If you ain't coming with them, it's fuck you. With us, you ain't got to have shit. Just be dope.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And if, you know, and it's just dope to, you know, help them hungry artists and, you know, get them exposure.
Nah, that's love though, because a lot of motherfuckers not doing that, bro. A lot of people would just, as soon as they get their spot, get the gatekeeping. Act like they don't know nobody. Like, do you feel like that's a problem in the Bay? Gatekeeping?
That's a problem everywhere. But I'm gonna keep it real. Gatekeeping. I'll use you for an example. Your work ethic is so crazy, a nigga can't gatekeep from you. Like, you was doing the rapping shit, you was outside, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then you came in here and you made a way. It's you kind of got to make your own way.
Yeah.
So I don't really like seeing people saying people gatekeep, because I had to make my own way with the live shit.
A fact.
I had to create my own lane, and then I made everybody come to me. So the gatekeeping shit sometimes is used as an excuse. Now, niggas do be hating,
Right?
Because I get hated on, but the gatekeeping shit, I don't like to say that, because it gives people an out to not work hard. And niggas like us had to work hard and create a
Hard as
lane.
a motherfucker.
Niggas had to create a lane. Because if you wasn't valuable, niggas wasn't going to keep you up here. You had to prove your value. You know what I'm saying? And earn everything and earn your own shows. You know what I'm saying? So the gatekeeping shit, I wouldn't say, yeah, it happens, but niggas don't use that. Nigga work.
That's a fact. That's a fact. How do you feel like, and how do you feel about people calling you the face of Thizzler? Because I ain't gonna lie, you really like, you the only face that I can attach to that motherfucker for real, you know?
I tried to deny shit for so long. I tried to. I embrace it at this point. You know what I'm saying? I embrace it at this point. Only thing what I don't like is when they don't mention everything else I got going on. Cause nigga, I do a lot in my community year around. So yes, I fuck with Thizzler. I am the face of Thizzler. I embrace that. You know what I'm saying? I'm on that motherfucker. I don't own it. I ain't gonna. I don't own that company, but I am the face of it. That's just the reality I have to deal with. You know what I'm saying? But I am not all Thizzler. Like, I got, nigga, we just had a daddy-daughter dance that was crazy. Nigga, we finna have a mommy-son dance.
Fire.
Nigga, I'm sending kids to prom right now. We buy kids Halloween costumes. We do Christmas drive. We do backpack drive. Last 2 years, we did hoop tournaments. You know what I'm saying? Like, literally year round, I'm in these streets making sure I'm a blessing to my community. So when you mention Thizzler, whatever issues you have with me or Thizzler, nigga, mention that too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Mention that too, because I am not just that. Right. I am this too. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, you know, you can, people say I'm the face all the time. Yeah.
What made you want to get into the philanthropy?
That's a great question. Hunter's Point. And obviously my family from the Point, but it was, the specific story I like to tell was, it was a gentleman named Lil Kurt. He was from Kirkwood. You know what I'm saying? His daddy name was Big Lane. Kurt used to be on Kirkwood from sun up to sundown hustling. Every picture you see of Kurt, he is under the Kirkwood sign hustling. Every time Kurt seen me, because our families was close, he would, here, take $1. Here, take $2. One time, I ain't gonna never forget, the nigga gave me $5. This one, $5 meant something.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Now that ain't shit, but back then, you get $5, you own.
He didn't know it, and I didn't know it, but at the time, he was planting the seed in me, because I'm thinking, nigga, when I grow up, I want to be able to give the dollar, the $5, the $2, the $3. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to be like Kurt, doing that for people. You know what I'm saying? And so when I got of age, I'm like, nigga, I want to help. You know what I'm saying? Now, obviously, I get a lot of that from my family because my family's a helping family, but I'm learning those outside influences play a role in the child's life too.
A fact.
You know what I'm saying? So that was an outside influence that really motivated me to start giving. I got to give credit to, rest in peace to Lil Kurt. You know what I'm saying? And his father, Big Lane. And shout out to, other Lane, Big Lane that's still alive and, Lolita. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, that's their family.
So when you first started, like, what was one of the first philanthropist type events that you did, or some early shit that you did with that?
One of the biggest ones I did early was shout out to my partner Jeremy Posey. He got shot in West Oakland. He was not in no gang shit. He literally was smoking outside, got shot in West Oakland. So what we did, and he got paralyzed. So, when you get paralyzed, in order for them to sometimes to release you from the hospital, you got to have a wheelchair accessible apartment. They ain't gonna just release you if you don't have nowhere to go because now you in a chair.
I didn't know that.
So we did a event at the Nika Lounge in Concord, California to help raise money so he can get an apartment. We had like a charity ball. It was a charity winter ball. You know what I'm saying? So we can raise money to get him an apartment. That was one of my first ones, big ones. You know what I'm saying? Before that, I was doing little shit. But that was one of my first ones. That was back in 2016. You know what I'm saying? So and I was doing it before that, but that was my first big event. You know what I'm saying? And that was a blessing. You know what I'm saying? That was a blessing.
All right, that's definitely dope. How do you feel like you became such a voice in the Bay, bro? Because I ain't gonna lie, when I think of for sure media, like all that kind of shit, you a name. How do you feel like you became a voice in the Bay scene or just California overall?
Just being authentically myself. I think I represent a part of the hood that people don't talk about. Because one thing people don't want to talk about is most people in the hood are not gangsters. Right. Most people in the hood ain't shot nobody, ain't sold no dope, ain't did nothing. These are working class citizens. And I was speaking up for that person. I was speaking from the person from the hood. But look, I'm not a gangster. I'm the world's greatest square. But everybody knows where I'm from. Right. People know me in these areas and they know me to not be a street nigga, so I'm not gonna get online and pop it like I'm a street nigga. So when I start being authentically myself, it made even street niggas gravitate towards me, and they respected it. So I ain't gonna say I'm the voice, because people been saying that a lot lately, like I'm the voice. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna say that, but I think being authentically myself and speaking up for an audience that wasn't spoke up for made people kind of gravitate towards me.
I was just finna say that too. Like, do you feel like that demographic specifically, don't got really nobody that's, don't. You know what I'm saying?
They don't, because a lot of people, when you think of the hood, because the media tried to make it seem like everybody from the hood is a gangster, a shooter, or an ex-criminal, a scammer, and that's just not the truth.
That's not the case. My mama ain't never been in jail day in her life.
And she was born and raised in the hood
her whole life.
You know what I'm saying?
Never been to jail.
And that demographic needs to be spoken up for, because we not all own that, and we all have a perspective, and we all have an opinion on things. And I was speaking up for that opinion. You know what I'm saying? And people really liked it. Like, we needed some representation. So I try to speak up for that person, because I can't speak up for something that I'm not. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact. That's a fact. I feel like that demographic is definitely lacking, because niggas feel like, bro, you gotta be tough. Or
exactly.
I feel like the nigga who not tough, because he don't see nobody that's doing their thing that's not tough, he damn near feel like he gotta go be a tough ass nigga. Now he getting himself in shit. Absolutely. He didn't have no business being there. Absolutely.
So a nigga just again, I ain't gonna say that, because I don't want to call myself the voice, because I see how our people historically do our voices. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, no, I'm just a nigga talking, just being himself, and God has been good to me.
Nah, that's a fact. That's a fact. Man, what's your thoughts on the Bay Area music scene right now?
I think we have to evolve, meaning we have to work on our branding. We have to work on our marketing, because sometimes, and just on the West Coast, it's not even just debate. We can be a little late to what's actually going on. We still think having
used
talent,
to being first,
exactly
from the 90s and shit.
Yeah, we still think having talent is enough. And now these people, like, look at Kai Cenat, look at Aiden Ross. They are bigger than your biggest rappers right now.
Yeah.
Why? Because the people want content. The people want more than just your talent. The people want more, and we have to give these people more. I don't think you can just go in the studio, make a song no more, and just post it and think you finna go up. The people want more. They want branding. They want a lifestyle. They want more.
They want to know you.
They want to know you. You know what I'm saying? So I think the Bay, we just got to do more branding and marketing. I think LA, the Bay, I think the whole West Coast, obviously there's a ton of talent. There's a ton of talent everywhere. But now we recognizing talent is one thing, getting people to care is another.
Right.
So the Bay and LA, we have to get people to care now. You know what I'm saying? And that's the challenge that we all are facing, getting people to care about your talent. And if you don't want to do that work, you might as well quit.
That's a fact. How do you feel like, bro? Like, cause I feel like, and you being from the Bay can speak on this too. Like, everybody's starting to really get this word of ceiling. The West Coast has a ceiling. You know what I'm saying? Like, West Coast rappers have a ceiling. This ceiling word. Like, do you feel like this is real? And if so, how do the West Coast get past this ceiling that they reach to, or our top up and coming rappers reach and then they don't reach past? Like, how do we get past this ceiling shit that they keep talking about?
I think, and this ain't even just music. This is just West Coast culture, period. We have to be a little bit more generous and polite and kind to our women. I think it all starts with being a little bit more. We can't keep trying to pimp on every woman, fuck on every woman, break on every woman. Bitches ain't shit to every woman. And if I'm just looking at the culture, women are the biggest consumers in this music shit. Women and children. So us, we break on a bitch, pimp on a bitch, send a bitch. Okay, I mean, that's cool, but do this fine ass registered nurse in Atlanta, do she want this? Do this thick ass Cuban model in Miami, do she want this, who got 100,000 followers, and if she posted on her story, that's 30,000 people that's gonna hear your song right there. Do she want to hear that, or do she want to hear somebody, selling her a dream, like, I'll take you out somewhere, I want to be, you can have whatever you like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
if you can't figure out how to harmonize that shit and sugarcoat it in a way which a lot of people can't do, you gotta figure out a new topic.
You know what I'm saying? I think we have to be a little bit more polite and kind to our women and know how to make our women have fun. It's not a secret why Sexy Red is huge, why Glorilla is huge, why Lotto is huge, why they bigger than a lot of male rappers. We have to, and this has been a thing, we have to be more generous and cater to our women a little bit more. You ain't got to be no simp, you ain't got to be no sucker, you ain't even got to do no tricking, but learn how to get your message through to the women.
Facts.
Speak to these women.
I agree. I always say women and children. I always say niggas don't buy nothing.
Yeah,
niggas don't buy nothing. Niggas don't support. Niggas not coming to shows. Niggas feel like they too cool. Niggas not doing none of that shit.
Exactly.
Women, children. The children make they women, make the moms, which is the women, go buy the shit, or the women like it themselves, and then niggas follow though.
Exactly.
Because niggas gonna always want to play with the women. Like,
exactly.
Always.
Exactly. Gotta get to them women in the West Coast, nigga. LA, y'all banging like a motherfucker. In the Bay, we just extra pimping like a motherfucker. And women, the women here understand it. They fuck with it, but that woman, you know what I'm saying, in that Houston, Texas, who used to niggas taking her places and buying shit for, she's not gonna be able to relate to that. You know what I'm saying? A nigga that bought her BBL, a nigga that bought her a purse before, so she's not gonna understand. Hey, bitch, break it off.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
You're not lying. That's a fact.
So and we got to be honest. Atlanta's a very big influential hub right now. It's a big influential hub. So if you can't break into that market, you are gonna have a ceiling.
Look at Roddy.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to be able to break into that market. You know what I'm saying? And then now you on a different level. Now you a different ball game.
Nah, that's a fact. Do you feel like the world's still from the Bay?
Hell yeah, nigga. Yeah. Look, let me say this. The Bay, nigga, we think and we know we the motherfucking Beyonce and the rest of the world is Destiny Child. You know what I'm saying? We the motherfucking David Ruffin and everybody else is the Temptations. Yes, nigga, everybody be stealing our shit. But you know what? We so cool and player in the Bay, we don't mind, but just come fuck with us though.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Come give us an opportunity. Come do like Almighty did. Like, hey, Celie, pull up. I'm going to interview you on No Jumper. Right. Come show us some love, because all we need is some game and an opportunity. We good. You ain't got to give us no money.
Right.
Give us some game and an opportunity. We'll do the rest. But just come really fuck with us. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to borrow our shit, throw us a little alley-oop. We going to dunk that motherfucker. We might even take the alley-oop down, clear it out and shoot the three and cash that motherfucker from deep. But just, yes, nigga, yeah, everybody be borrowing our shit. And then, nigga, shout out to Detroit, and I'm glad they cleared it up. Them niggas just tried to say they made the word slap. Like, nigga, what? Are you serious, nigga? Luckily, the Detroit niggas like, nah, the Bay made that. But yeah, nigga, they be trying to just like.
And what slap and what don't slap?
For food don't slap. You know what I'm saying? Music slap. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the fuck the rest of the world be talking about. Niggas be all on TikTok talking about, oh, I ate this chicken sandwich. It slapped. slap the bitch. You know what I'm saying? That don't even make sense. You know what I'm saying? Like that don't even make no sense at all.
Yeah,
you know
I feel
what
like
I'm
the
saying?
slap come from nigga the speaker. Slapping.
Yeah,
You feel
slapping.
me?
You know what I'm saying? Slapping in the trunk, 415s, got your Chevy van with the extra spare on the back going crazy.
Yeah, bro,
Dang.
food smacks.
Yeah, food smack. They don't
Food
slap.
smack,
Music
bro.
slaps.
Cause
That's
your
a
mouth
slap.
smack when you eat it. Food
Yeah.
smack and music slap.
Them
bro.
niggas be wilding with the just trying to just take over the Bay lingo.
What's some
you
shit
dig?
you feel like some people stole from the Bay?
All the words, and I'm gonna keep it a lot of our sound. A lot of niggas stole from the mob to the hyphy to that up tempo type shit. A lot of niggas stole that our sound. A lot of niggas kind of took that and ran with it. But some people even acknowledge it. Like, yeah, I was influenced by 40. I was influenced by Short. The independent game. Master P will tell you, nigga,
fact.
I got this from the Bay.
He say that all the time.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like our hustle, our marketing methods. A lot of people got that from us. You know what I'm saying? Like, and this is on record, people saying it. So this is not me just being egotistical and arrogant. So yeah, the marketing, our sound, a lot. You know, now they trying to our words, slap and all that for shizzle, izzle, and all that beezy, all that come from the Bay. That come from all that. That's from the Bay. You know what I'm saying? But you know, niggas gonna learn.
Hell yeah, that's a fact. You know, niggas
Even
just
breezy,
doing shit.
Chris breezy is a Bay word, an old school Bay word, nigga. That's from the Bay, breezy. You know what I'm saying? 40 was saying that shit when he was guest hosted on 94.9 way back in the day. You know what I'm saying? So
Teach
yeah,
y'all niggas something.
yeah, man, that's all from the Bay. Shout out to Chris Brown though, cause he fuck with us though.
That's a
Chris
fact.
Brown fuck with the Bay tough.
That's a fact. Man, what do you feel like the Bay need to do next? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, or what do you feel like you could give the Bay next? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what do you feel like you can give to help the scene progress because you are a voice in it now? Like, you know, whether you want to be one or not. You know what I'm saying?
I think the Bay, we need to hit the road. One thing I'm learning about this game is and I learned this from my nigga Rem and a lot of people who come up to LA. They like C. Lee, like. Producers tell me this and rappers, they like sending a nigga a song is one thing, but being there is another.
Yep,
so I
completely.
think the Bay needs to hit the road. We need to get down to LA more. We need to get to Houston more. We need to get to Atlanta more. We need to get outside more because being next to different kind of people, tapping into new crowds is a lot different than just posting something on the internet.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? And that's one shout out to my nigga Russ, because Russ, he taught me that too. Like he likes to put an opening act, like DB by the Bag is selling out shows. So he'll put an opening act that's upcoming on there. So this opening act can get familiar with this audience and the audience can get familiar with him.
Right.
Then next, you the headliner now. And that's getting
And
on
build
the
something
road,
from
touching
there.
people. You know what I'm saying? Get in front of people. So the Bay, we got to hit the road. We have to hit the road because just staying home, you can only get so far. We got to hit the road. We gotta go tap in with Houston, see what Sauce Walker and them was doing. Go see the
Right.
next nigga they loading up in Atlanta, get with them. You know what I'm saying? Go down to that Miami, you know what I'm saying? Opalaka and all that, tap in with the trenches and see what they got going on. Go fuck with the NY little drill scene, or, you know, the new niggas with the Fisher and all the
Right.
niggas with that sound. Really just tapping in, building relationships with people. It ain't even got to be on no music, but just getting outside, building new relationships, because it all start with relationships. This shit is all about relationships.
I've been hearing a lot, bro. These niggas' idea is, nigga, well, I could just go here. I done heard a lot of niggas. I could go here. I could go platinum here. The West Coast don't need nobody else. You feel me?
That's so dangerous now because these audiences are moving on quick. You a rapper, you know how 1 minute they'll love you, next minute they
Next
gone.
minute they on to something else.
You know what I'm saying? But if they move on, I still got motherfuckers in Memphis that love me. I still got
Right.
people in Detroit that love me. Speaking of, that nigga T Grizzly did that. He'll tell you that. Soon as that these niggas prayed on my downfall popped off, what that nigga start doing? Tapping in with the Bay.
Facts.
He start hitting the road,
That shit was
tapping in with
everywhere.
people. Side-Eye Baby did the same thing. Nigga start hitting the
Facts.
road, networking with people. I remember he was in Houston and they put a TSF chain on that nigga. He was fucking with Sauce
Yeah,
Walker, but
networking, you
he's
got to.
building his foundation. He's building relationships, and that's important if you want to survive and thrive. Everybody else hits the road, tap in, build relationships. But us, LA and the Bay, we so arrogant and egotistical. It's like, I'm him. And that's not the way to always go. You got to hit that road, spend a couple dollars, get you an Airbnb for a month or two, go hit them strip clubs, go hit them clubs, go hit their restaurants, go learn their culture, and go fuck with these people, and it'll take you a lot further.
That's a fact. Why do you feel like we just all so comfortable and we just don't?
I think because we just arrogant and egotistical. That's one thing we got bad on the West Coast, especially. I love my people in the Bay, but we got that shit bad. Again, like I said, we think we the Beyonce and everybody else is the motherfucking Destiny's Child. It's a gift and a curse because where we go, we stand out. We stand out everywhere we go, but at the same time, we can be difficult to deal with, or we can be so caught up in self, we don't recognize how important it is to build new relationships. You know what I'm saying? LA niggas got that too, because them niggas are so gang banged out. If you ain't this, it's fuck you. And that's not necessarily the way to go. Because we trying to build businesses, we trying to build brands, nigga. Memphis is important, Atlanta, Houston is important. You know what I'm saying? Detroit is important. You know what I'm saying? Miami and all this, Orlando and Austin, Texas, all that shit is important to go. They have fans here. They have real people here who really want to see you and touch you, and you can build upon that. So we got to hit the road.
That's a fact. What you got going on right now? Like, bro, what you got? What are you doing next as far as your media shit? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, where you want to take this shit exactly?
Nigga, I got my game coming up. So, again, I've always had my Sealy Live show. So now I'm going to bring it to people's living room. And it's just conversation cards. It's called the Sealy Live Conversation Cards. And we just have real conversations about real topics, about real shit. You know what I'm saying? And,
so I like you, bro. You always doing something.
I always got something going on. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's fire.
You ever had sex with a coworker at what job? You know what I'm saying? Like, so I got a bunch of different, I got a bunch of saucy ass questions. Essentially, all the topics that we've talked about over the years, I put them in card form and I'm gonna bring it to people's living room. So I'm excited to release that in June. And we got Bar Wars right now on Thizzler YouTube on Tuesdays at 7. We got the IG Live going on Wednesdays at 7, Thursdays at 9, and Sunday at 9. So I'm just working. I'm literally shooting 5, 6 shows a week, plus my own shows, plus hostings. We got the Mommy Son dance coming. We got the gala coming up from SF Black Wall Street in June 14th. I'm just booked. I'm trying to go crazy right now. God has been blessing me, and I'm just trying to, work my ass off. I'm trying to appreciate every opportunity.
Hell yeah, nah, you going crazy, bro. That's love. Nah, for real, bro.
Absolutely.
Hell yeah. Tell the people where everybody can find you at, bro. No cap.
Hey, man, follow at the Sealy brand, all this shit. Make sure you watch the live. You can be the next star like my nigga Lil Booger. Can we get Booger in here for a freestyle real quick?
Yeah, come on.
Come on, Booger, just spit something real quick. You want to? You nervous? Come on. You can take my spot real quick. I need my nigga Booger to spit something. Come on, Booger.
Go ahead, bro.
Let me know your name, where you from.
Hell yeah, tell the people what your name is, where you from, what you do, bro. No cap.
What's happening, this Lil Booger, nigga? Huh? You know I'm from Vallejo, you feel me?
Go crazy, bro.
Yep. Look, I say, I know they tryna box a nigga in. I had a dream about it. Last 2 cases, they done booked me for a hammer. Never leave without it. Nigga, you got your gun, I got my gun too. Chase him down, he don't got nowhere to run to. If you ain't do away, I'm to the spittle when he come to. And I put that on my dad name. You ain't really trying to catch a body, you got bad aim. I keep a gleek attached to me like my last name. Talking out your ass, my niggas to get you situated. Foreign lows, that bitch roaring when it hit the pavement. I can't take this life for granted, this shit is amazing. Don't really got an appetite to bag what I'm craving. Sprayed down the monkey suit before getting into it. Hey.
Man, he was gassing, no cap. He was gassing.
I'm C Legal for the
Lil
people.
Booger.
Shout out to Almighty, man.
Hell
Thank you for letting us come through,
no
my
cap.
nigga.
You already know, bro. I had to.
Thank you, bro.
I appreciate both y'all for sliding through. No cap.
My nigga,
y'all know what's going on. It's another one. You feel me? No jumper. Almighty. C Legal for the people. You feel me? I had to bring the babe through. No cap. Y'all know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna bring them people through that y'all need to know. For real.
Absolutely.
No jumper. We up out of here.
Let's talk about it.